On a day when more and more Congress units are asking for Rahul Gandhi to be the president, news has come in this evening that Shashi Tharoor is planning to throw his hat into the ring. This is something we covered on the show a few weeks ago. But as per sources, the Congress MP met party president Sonia Gandhi and discussed his intentions to run for the party chief's post. It's not just Tharoor. Sources have also suggested that Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, a Gandhi family loyalist, will run for party president opposite Shashi Tharoor, who is among those in the party who want major internal reforms. If this happens, the Congress is set to have a non-Gandhi contest for the first time in at least over 20 years. Let me go across to Samia first, my colleague who is getting the details of that story. So, Samia, do we now know that there will be at least two contenders on the 24th when the polls open, Shashi Tharoor and Ashok Gehlot?
Well, yes, it's safe to say that we know of two such candidates, two such Congress leaders who've decided to throw in their hat in the fray as far as internal election of the Congress party is concerned to the post of the Congress president, which is the most prestigious post in the Congress party. This is the top job of the Congress party, and this has been a long-standing demand of the several leaders of the Congress party that there should be internal elections, and they need a full-time Congress president. And Sonia Gandhi was put in place as an interim Congress president in the event of Rahul Gandhi's resignation. Now, having said that, we did see how there was a meeting between Shashi Tharoor and Sonia Gandhi today in the morning, where what we're given to understand from our sources is that Shashi Tharoor, in a sense, made his intentions clear to the Congress president, Sonia Gandhi, because nobody really wants to get onto a wrong footing with the Gandhis, especially when Shashi Tharoor wants to continue in the Congress party and have a career in Kerala. Having said that, it appears that, yes, Sonia Gandhi has said that anybody can go ahead and file for the nominations and contest the Congress presidential elections. But it's Ashok Gehlot, which is most interesting, is because he is Rajasthan chief minister and he decides to come over here in the National Congress to become the Congress president. Then who is going to hold office of the chief minister in Rajasthan? That is the larger question. With Shashi,
that's not the only interesting thing. That's not the only interesting thing. The Rajasthan unit of the Congress says they want Rahul Gandhi to be the president. But Ashok Gehlot is also going to fight. So it's, you know, the question is that are all of these candidacies real or not? Thank you so much for those details, Samia. To take that story forward, I'm joined now by Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, and Sanjay Jha, author. Welcome to both of you. Thanks so much for joining us on the show. Tehseen, you know, we spoke about this a few weeks ago when Shashi Tharoor's name when Shashi Tharoor's name was being put up, and it seems it has now happened. He has got Mrs. Gandhi's blessings. He's gone and told her that I want to bring internal change. But is it just, you know, going through the motions? Do you think he can really win? Do you think Ashok Gehlot can really win? What's going on?
Tamanna, good evening. Thank you for having me on the show. And please don't change the goalpost. The last time I was at wonderful discussion. I promised you that there would be an election for the president. Now that's happening. You're saying, oh, but this is only a formality. I have never, and I'm not telling you this.
I'm asking, is it only a formality? Because like I mentioned, Ashok Gehlot is going to contest and the Rajasthan unit says we want Rahul Gandhi.
See, Sanjay, I'm a fan of tennis. And in tennis, there's one thing, it's never over till it's over. So it can be love all, and yet it can be a tie, and it can go into a tiebreaker. So never predict the outcome of a tennis match or of an election. I always say that. But let me take this more seriously. And the fact of the matter is, one thing that the Congress is demonstrating very, very forcefully is the Congress has internal democracy elections. Now, time after time, the question was asked about the grand old party. Does the party truly have elections? There were questions Dr. Tharoor and Manish Tiwari raised about the process of the election. They've been satisfied. The Congress truly is taking the process of democracy, inter-party democracy ahead. And whichever is the best candidate, whether it's Rahul Gandhi ji, Shashi Tharoor ji, or Ashok Gehlot ji, or Sanjay, if he decides to come back to the Congress and contest, may the best candidate win. We are all hoping that the best candidate wins, and 2024 sees a change in the governance of the country.
No, all that is fine. Everyone wants the best candidate to win.
So you also want change in 2024?
No, that's not what I'm asking at all. What is the deal with Shashi Tharoor fighting? Is it a serious one? Or is it not, was my question, because he's gone to Mrs. Gandhi, he's asked her for what does she think about it? She's saying anybody can win. But now, on the other hand, you have now 7 Congress units. Sanjay Jha, what do you make of it? Is this a way to show that, yes, this is going to be a democratic election? And perhaps, will we see Rahul Gandhi come in at the last minute also as a contender?
Tamanna, I believe that, the Congress, by taking the step of having elections, has actually got a real strong tailwind in its favor. Let me tell you what are the very immediate spin-offs in its favor. Number one, you have a non-Gandhi contest for the Congress president, which a lot of people who have been critical of the dynastic rule within the Congress today will stand deflated. In fact, the question that the Congress should have asked Mr. Narendra Modi for a long time is, you are the one who's actually imported, forget dynasty, you have got 2 Gandhis in your own party, in Varun and Maneka Gandhi. But, let's come to the fundamental point. It is a contest between Shashi Tharoor and Ashok Gehlot. Now, there will be an argument made that, is Ashok Gehlot the favored candidate of the establishment? Well, that may be the case. Yet it will be a contest. Shashi is very popular with people, not just down south, with an English-speaking elite, with the urban, with the intellectuals, with the young, with the industry. I think Shashi is a formidable candidate by far. So you will have a contest, even if Mr. Gehlot will probably have an advantage if he's backed by the Gandhi family. And I think the Congress needs to be congratulated for actually putting it out in the open. I mean, let the best man win. The second point, which is very critical,
nothing is in the open. Nothing is in the open right now. The actual names should be out, I think, by the 24th of September. This is all as per sources.
Yeah.
So Sanjay, in a Gehlot, at your point, but I just wanted to say, in a Gehlot versus Tharoor contest, do you think Tharoor stands a chance?
I don't rule out the possibility of a fairly close battle here. That's exactly the point I was making, Tamanna. If Rahul Gandhi had stood, I would probably say that, it's a done deal. But with Mr. Gehlot, even though he's a veteran and he's been a popular chief minister in Rajasthan for a long time, Shashi, by any stretch of imagination, will give a run for the money to anybody from any political party. So I think we got a very exciting, 2 ideas of the Congress that will be battled out in the public domain. And I think all this will galvanize Congress supporters, Congress workers, and I think it will be also great media content. But let me add 2 points that you need to also factor into this conversation. Number one, it does open up now the platform for Sachin Pilot to become a chief minister of Rajasthan, a position I have always publicly been saying is deserved for a while. And I think that, again, will provide, in my opinion, a momentum for the Congress. Also, Tamanna, I do believe that the Gandhi family will not like to be accused of running the Congress through sleight of hand or through some kind of a subterfuge. Therefore, you might find a more meaningful role for Priyanka Gandhi going forward within the Congress.
So, Tehseen, Gehlot versus Tharoor. If Tharoor comes in, perhaps the Congress can say that the Gandhis are not ruling by sleight of hand. Because Shashi Tharoor is one of the group of, Congress leaders who said there should be internal reform, etc., etc. Ashok Gehlot is looked at as more of a loyalist. Who do you think has a stronger chance?
So Tamanna, I'm actually very offended with this question, and I was earlier on as well, because why would you think that Dr. Tharoor would stake his reputation, and he has quite a fine reputation both India and internationally, to fight a losing battle? He is, as Sanjay, my friend, rightly said, an articulate spokesperson of the Congress. He's represented the values of the Congress. He's a great friend of mine. He's a Nehruvian. He's dipped in the Congress culture, and I'm sure he's ready for a fight. And he's extremely popular across the Congress cadre. So why would it be that he's only, either he's fighting a losing battle or it's just some sort of
I'm
arrangement
saying for both of them.
For one.
I'm saying that for both of them. I'm asking the question for both.
I am. And for Ashok Gehlot ji, Ashok Gehlot ji has been a veteran chief minister. He's been a fine administrator. Please don't look at Ashok Gehlot ji only as chief minister of Rajasthan. Look at his performance as general secretary of Congress.
Who between them has a better chance, Tehseen? Who between them has a better chance?
Can I be absolutely honest? Absolutely honest.
Always. I expect nothing less of that.
Whoever wins, may the best candidate win. My loyalty is completely with the Gandhis because for me they are the leaders. So that doesn't change.
But they
whoever's the
are,
president,
but they are not. But I'm saying between these two, we know these two names right now. So between these two, who do you think has a better shot?
It'll be
you promise to be honest.
It'll be a very keen contest. It'll be one that will go down to the experience of Gehlot ji, the articulation of Tharoor Saab. So I think it will be a very keen contest. And I think that, the best candidate will win. I don't think that the Gandhis will personally come out and back one candidate over the other. I think the Gandhis will keep a hand's distance and may the best candidate win. Should Gehlot ji and Tharoor ji both decide to contest, remember, we're still in the realm of speculation.
And who has the better chance between the two? Third time I'm asking you, Tehseen. I'm not going to let it go.
The best chance is the democracy of this country that deserves the Congress party. That's the best chance. And the question should be asked of the BJP.
Completely political answer. Come on. You promised me honesty. I didn't expect this.
No, democracy. Democracy grows. Democracy thrives.
Okay, he doesn't want to stick his neck out. He doesn't want to stick his neck out. Do you think there'll be more candidates, Sanjay Jha? And should there be more candidates?
There can be, but I would say it's the experience of Ashok Gehlot, and he's a veteran in the entire political ecosystem of the Congress, versus the charisma, and I would call the charm of Shashi Tharoor. But the fundamental question remains that at the end of the day, don't ignore that Rahul Gandhi is doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra at this point, gives him a unique position within the Congress and in Indian politics. He becomes like the moral ideological crusader for the Congress. He will remain a star campaigner. And this is what I have been actually fighting for a long time over the last couple of years, Tamanna, saying that the Congress needs to be bold, pragmatic. Having a non-Gandhi doesn't mean that the Gandhis become politically relevant. In fact, I believe if you step away from power, you draw a lot more support and sympathy of those who have been perhaps very critical of you, often probably because they have followed a herd mentality. And I do believe Rahul will draw a lot more support. And I think
Sanjay, frankly, the problem is...
Sanjay. I have one disagreement. Sanjay, I agree with everything you say except one thing. If RG does not contest for post of the president, it is my advice to him, and I've told him this, he should then become leader of the party in the Lok Sabha. Because it is also important to demonstrate that on the floor of a house where the BJP has a tyranny of the numbers in the lower house, RG can lead the party. So there, he must take over responsibility and become leader of the party in the Lok Sabha.
But I think we're missing one point. We're missing one point, and those are pictures coming in from today that we were just showing you. Rahul Gandhi doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra in a Kerala boat race today. Sanjay, you're saying that there will be sort of an aura, etc., that he's stepping away from power. The problem so far and the complaint so far has been without having any position of responsibility, Rahul Gandhi has still enjoyed great say, final say, veto rights, in fact, within the party. That's been the problem all along over the last 8 years.
Well, Tamanna,
I think we need to put it into perspective. This contest or this election for a new Congress president is to solve that problem. So either he's in or he's out.
Well, Tamanna, in fact, I think you answered that question very correctly by saying that, yes, there has been this grave accusation, in my opinion, where people have said that he has been the de facto head. Now, that does not give you the kind of, stature in politics that you need. Accountability is absent, but I'm still center stage. That's exactly what is damaged to a great extent Rahul Gandhi's credibility or political stature over the last couple of years. This, I think, will finally put the nail on that subject, because you will have an independent Congress head, and this will also diminish this whole conversation of an extra constitutional high command dictated party, which is what the Congress needs to now convey to.
We'll see. I'll wrap it here. I know that Tehseen wants to come back, but I'll wrap it here. Let's save it for the day when the actual nominations are in. Sure. We just have the first couple of names trickling in. So we'll see you guys back here. Tehseen Poonawala and Sanjay Jha. Thanks so much for joining in on this quick conversation. I'll take a very short break.